Astro Truthers, thanks so much for joining me. Right, in this video we're going to take a look at the astrology, all the astrological events that are going on this weekend, starting today, Friday the 23rd of April 2021. But before I get into that, let me first thank you all for your patience, because it's been a long time since I uploaded to this channel, and I'm kind of sorry about that, but I have been working on another project, which is the Twig Brother channel, which has actually grown quite a lot in recent times, and do check it out if you haven't seen it yet, because there are 2 live reading sessions a week, maybe soon to be 3 actually, working on that at the moment. Lots of other stuff on there, magical stuff basically, card readings, just about everything you can think of to do with magic. Anyway, back to the matter at hand for Astro Truth. So what's happening? Well, right now on Friday the 23rd, we have got a Virgo moon, and that moon is staying in Virgo through until Saturday. 9:06 a.m. Saturday morning on the west side, the west coast of the States and Canada, we actually get the moon moving into Libra. That's going to be 12:06, just 6 minutes into the afternoon on the east coast. Hope you can work out your time from that one. Here in UK, it's going to be 6 minutes past 5 p.m. when the moon enters Libra, and the overall influence changes then. I guess that's the best way to put it. We go from the Virgo need for perfection, and to a certain extent protection is another kind of big Virgo need that goes on. In fact, I think that's what the quest for perfection is all about with Virgo. And bear in mind, friends, you don't have to be a Virgo or a Libra to experience what I'm talking about now. This is the moon alignment. This is what the moon is actually doing, what the moon is actually all about. Because moon astrology, I think, is just about the biggest influence in astrology. Really, the big boss of it all is the sun, because it's sunlight that we see reflected from the moon. But the moon is really very deeply responsible for day-to-day changes in the general feel of things, and what actually ends up happening between people. And what actually happens between people is really where it's at, is really what it's all about. So that attention towards details and that need for perfection falls away, and it's already starting to fall away actually, because we are coming towards that Libra moon, and then things get a lot more balanced. That's what Libra is always all about. So the moon is actually going to go void, of course, a little bit later today, depending on where you are in the world. And so when we get into that void of course situation through late Friday, a void of course, it's a kind of time when nothing's really much going on, you know. Depending what sign the moon's void in, it can be one thing or another. But strictly speaking, it's always going to be a time of not trying to take on anything new, any new projects, not doing anything that attracts any action into your life, really, because it's not bad, it just won't really get you anywhere, you know, there won't be much of a difference. And that, I guess, is the key move this weekend. Next Saturday, the 1st of May, we've got Beltane, and then we're coming towards the next Mercury Retrograde of 2021, which is actually going to be happening in May. Throughout most of May, actually. It starts late May, but there's a pre-shadow to Mercury retrograde for a couple of weeks before. So once we hit May, we're coming towards that Mercury retrograde. But Mercury is seriously behaving itself now. I don't say him or herself, because Mercury is neither masculine or feminine. Most of the planets have a gender identity, but Mercury doesn't, and is actually the planet of transgender people. So anyway, we're also coming very close to a full moon. That is happening on, let me see, that's happening on the 27th. So that's just into next week. And I will be here again on Sunday with a look at what's happening next week. And we'll look into that full moon, that pink moon. It's going to be the pink moon, which is coming up on the 27th of April. Actually, very late on the 26th of April in the States and Canada. But here in UK, it's going to be 4:31 a.m. on the 27th. Right now, though, we really are building up to that full moon, and the energy is getting stronger. People are having wacky dreams again. Lots of people get these crazy dreams when the moon is coming up to full. And right now, she's 81.9% full as I speak. In fact, actually, that's from when I looked at it about an hour ago. She's now 81.9% full. Oh dear, what am I talking about? Astrology, that's what I'm talking about. Well, the sun, which, as I say, is the big boss, as we go into the weekend, setting the scene for the weekend is the way things are standing right this minute on the Friday. And the sun is conjunct Uranus. That's kind of innovative. Quick thinking is needed to make the most of that, you know. But people generally are willing to accept new conditions, new ways of being. You do get upset, you do get sudden events, quite radical proposals, and a lot of controversy around that, kind of surprising stuff going on with the sun conjunct Uranus. And first time events tend to happen. The moon herself, just before going void in Virgo, is at this moment opposite Neptune, and that does bring a lot of uncertainty into things, you know. It allows things to get confused. Neptune is a very confusing planet, so it gets highly strung because of that, you know. Feelings run high. No one really knows exactly where the boundaries of everything are. It's all a bit confused, really, and so misunderstandings are easy to come by. So try and be as honest and to the point as you can, particularly today on Friday. Well, that is good advice for life, whatever day it is, whatever the moon or whatever Mercury is doing, anything like that. Okay, so it's going to be a bit of a crazy time. Mercury conjunct Uranus. Venus is square Saturn at the moment, and that causes feelings to cool down a bit, and when we're in a time of misunderstandings, that can really travel. So friends, try and keep it real as much as you possibly can. Let's take a look at Mars as well. Actually, it's always worth taking a look at Mars. Mars is void in Gemini at the moment, and the Mars cycle is much longer than the moon cycle. It's something like a 5-year cycle, so it's been a long time coming, and Mars is void in Gemini. It's all kind of quite slow at the moment. That takes the heat out of Mars in a big way. But things people do, maybe risks people want to take, can very easily start a panic going, you know. It's either that or you get some kind of progressive movement going on. So it's either good or bad. It just depends which side of the coin you're on. But people are really doing that risk-taking thing. That is really going on. And as a part of that, you tend to find that individuals want to survive, and that kind of takes over from their interest in any group. So look out for that one. That could be quite difficult. Anyway, as we go through the weekend, let me look at my cheat sheet, which is Llewellyn's 2021 Daily Planetary Guide. It's got all the stuff in it. It really has. Okay, so really, you know, Libra is the key influence this weekend because the moon is coming into Libra. So everything I'm talking about gets a lot more balance. And then as we get into next week, we've got that full moon late on Monday the 26th. And that is where we're heading, friends. The energy is building up. So everything I've mentioned in this video is going to be quite highly charged. That is the truth. Anyway, friends, I'll keep it short. I'll be back on Sunday with a look at the week ahead. Thanks so much for hanging on and not unsubscribing while I've been away. I'm here, I'm back. For Astro Truth is most definitely happening, and we'll be going on together into the future. Totally looking forward to that. Meanwhile, thanks very much for watching, friends. Do check out my page at ko-fi.com. It's ko-fi.com/twig. There's a link to it down there in the description. There goes the phone. I'm going to ignore that for a second. There's also a link to my Gmail address if you're interested in getting a birth chart done or a private psychic reading, because I'm a psychic medium as well. And lots of good things all linked to down in the description there. The phone is seriously distracting me. I should have unplugged it. What are you going to do about it? Doesn't really matter. So I will see you again very soon in a future video, my friends. So love and light to you, and thanks again for watching. Blessings and peace.